Why you keep letting your entitled, over entitled, under prepared, under worked, under everything children, why are you continuing to let them run you? Why are you continuing to try to prove to your children that you are now the parent that you could be? Let me help you understand something about my kids. Let me help you understand what I told them. First of all, I ain't got to raise you. You don't have to raise your kids, okay? You can leave your kids with a grandmama, a sister, a cousin, a sorority member. You can leave your kids with somebody else to raise. So what I said to my kids is this: I did the best that I could with what I had at the time. All right. Now, God has forgiven me and we got to move on. Now, that doesn't mean I'm cocky or arrogant and that I'm not apologetic for whatever mistakes I made. But let me help you understand something. You are not going to hold me hostage as a parent. Same thing with my parents. My mother, she went through a lot before I got here and after I got here. My father went through a lot before I got here and after I got here. And guess what? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not going to keep talking about those problems. I'm not going to keep talking about what I experienced as a kid over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Those were bad ingredients in my life. But at the end of the day, you got some bad ingredients that don't taste so well in your sweet potato pie. Okay, your sweet potato pie, it has vanilla extract and cinnamon. You cannot swallow vanilla extract. It tastes nasty. You cannot eat a teaspoon of cinnamon. You might choke to death, or you might literally choke to death, okay? But you need the cinnamon and the vanilla extract in the sweet potato pie in order to get the sweet potato recipe. So my life is like a sweet potato pie. I may have had some bad ingredients, but guess what? I am still good. So you need to be around those kind of people who look at their problems that way. If they are still calling you with the same problems pre-pandemic, and they got the same problems that are not related to the pandemic, post-pandemic, okay? You cannot prosper like that. So the last thing that will keep you in confusion is your pocketbook, or your purse, wherever you keep your money. If you cannot get your money under control, you cannot prosper. You see, the Bible says, he who is faithful with little will be faithful with much. He who is unfaithful with little will be unfaithful with much. It says, who can be trusted with true riches if you can't even handle unrighteous money? Money ain't even righteous. Money is just a resource. Money is just a tool. I've said to you so many times, money will work harder for you than you can ever work for it. You just have to give money permission to do so by honoring it and respecting it. And you cannot prosper if you cannot control money. 1 + 1 = 2. I've said it before. If your stuff adds up to 10, it'll never get into 2. Never ever get into 2, okay? So you've got to track your spending. You have got to close out this marching order season, this next level season, this post-pandemic season, this beyond 2020 season. You have got to approach prosperity like you have never approached it before. You have to have a new mind. You have to have a new mindset. You have to have new people. You have to have new strategies. Let me help you understand something. I am blessed and highly favored, but the things that I did to get here are not going to get me there. The things that I did to get to this level are not going to be the things that are going to get me to the next level. So you may have achieved a certain amount of success. You may be comfortable, but let me help you understand something. Don't stay in a comfort zone, especially as it relates to your finances, to your pocket, your pocketbook, or your purse. Do not accept the fact that you will always have to struggle with money. It doesn't have to be. I already told you, don't spend your stimulus money on a whole bunch of stupid stuff. Now, many of you said, okay, I'm not. Some of you said, well, I don't care. I'm going to be broke anyway. So I'm about to go get me some crab legs. I'm about to go get me a Gucci bag. Come on now. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. Okay. And I understand that you don't believe that anything can be different for you. But I am telling you, I was born and raised in the projects. I grew up with a grandmother who only had an 8th grade education. I went to college and failed miserably in many areas of my college experience, including how I dealt with money. I became an adult and spent more money than I had. It was living check to Monday, living check to 2 o'clock, living check to yesterday. Okay. Check to 2 o'clock. You get paid at 8 o'clock in the morning. By 2 o'clock, it's gone. Check to yesterday. Before you got paid, you was broke. And after you got paid, you was still broke. Okay, I've lived all of that. So if I can do it, you can do it. Do not accept your pocketbook, or purse as a staple of confusion in your life forever. It is time for you to prosper. God is not the author of confusion. You are. We create the confusion. And if there is confusion in the people, in other people's problems, and in your pocket, your pocketbook, or your purse, it is time for you to check yourself so you can better yourself. We are talking about faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the stuff that is in you. Faith is the dream that you have. What did you dream of when you were 7 years old, when you were 12 years old, when you were 16 years old? What were the things that you wanted to do? What are the goals that you had set for yourself? What are the things? It's not too late. It is not too late. I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50. Let me tell you something. If you're 30 years old, people are living to their 90s. So you got 60 more years to do it right. If you're 40 years old, then guess what? You got 50 more years to do it right. No matter what your age is, you have the ability to jump into faith and to see the dreams manifest that you want to see manifest. So I'm going to say to you, what's stopping you? What's stopping you? Is it time? Let me help you understand something. You're going to have to snatch the time. You're going to have to command the time. You're going to have to demand the time. And you're going to have to tell time what to do. You're going to have to delegate. You're going to have to say, okay, I don't have time to do this, so I'm going to need someone else to do it. I don't have time to cook. Ladies, let me tell you something. You can't cook every single day, 3 meals a day, and be successful in all the areas of your life. You can have it all, but not at the same time. At some point, you're going to have to sacrifice something. But that's an opportunity to build community. That's an opportunity to build responsibility. That's an opportunity to build and execute on teamwork. You see, I said to my family when I was grinding and trying to get to the next level, I said, let me tell you something. This is a team here. It's like basketball, okay? You the center. I don't even know all the players, okay? But I know I was the point guard. I have to be the one to go out and score the points. So while I'm going out scoring the points, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You've got to follow, and you've got to execute, and you've got to mobilize your tribe. Who is your tribe? My tribe was my mother, my mother-in-law, my sisters, my sorority sisters, my sorors. My tribe was the people in my life who were going to help me keep my foundation intact while I went out and scored the points. And through all of that, you need faith. You see, they helped me because they could see my faith. They helped me because even when it didn't add up, I would tell them, listen, I'm going to the moon tomorrow. I'm going to the moon on a bicycle with a cow sitting on the back of the wheel. And they'd be like, okay, well, if she has faith that it's going to happen, then let's do it. You see, your faith will transcend other people's disbelief. Your faith will get people to working for you who never knew they'd even be doing anything. Your faith will inspire others. Your faith will be the thing that gets you where you're trying to go. I believed that I could work for Russell Simmons, but, I know how I was going to get there. It took faith. I believed that I guess I could run these companies for MC Light and I could manage these little celebrities and build these companies. I believed it, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. It took faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Okay, so this is not a question. I actually have an answer. If the team that you have isn't working, get a new one. I'm usually not this petty, but today I'm going to be exactly that. If people who are working for you aren't doing their jobs, don't get mad, get even. Hit them where they're hitting you. Let me tell you something. Life is too short, and business is even shorter. The average small business only lasts for 2 years because they don't fail. They fail because they fail to plan. And they don't plan for growth. They don't plan for marketing. They don't plan for strategy. They don't plan for expansion. And next thing you know, they're out of business. That's not happening to me. If you work for me and you're not doing your job, you're going to be out of here. See, I used to cry in my 20s. I used to pray in my 30s. I used to try to rehab people in my 40s. And now that I am approaching my 50s, I'm just letting you go. The end. Have a blessed day. In Jesus' name. Are you sick and tired of always being broke, living check to 2 o'clock? That's when you get paid at 8 a.m. and by 2 p.m. the money's gone. Are you tired of praying for a breakthrough, and when the breakthrough comes, you're in a bad situation or even worse than the one you were in before? Well, guess what? I've been there and I've done that, and I overcame, and so can you. In my class, How to End Your Battle with Money for Good. You see, I have had foreclosure, multiple bankruptcies. I was making $20, $30, $40, $60, $80,000 a month. not a year, and I always found a way to be broke. So I had to learn the rules of the game, and then I had to play the game by the rules. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. I'm going to teach you how to set boundaries, overcome those spending cycles, and finally live the financially free life that you dream of. Do you want to improve your credit score? Do you want to buy a home? Do you want to help take care of your parents? Do you want to do something special for your kids without always worrying about money? How to end your battle with money for good. I'll see you in class.
You need help? Go to asklynn.org.
Is your 2022 already in financial chaos? Then it's time for Lynn Richardson and New Wealth University to transform your finances in this once-in-a-lifetime financial fitness boot camp. In 90 days, in 90 lessons, with instructions directly from @Lynn Richardson and 3 books, you will learn how to end your spending addiction, rebuild your credit, start a business, expand your business, build multiple streams of income, buy a home, reduce your taxes, plan for retirement, invest in the stock market, create your estate plan, start your nonprofit, buy investment property, and more. In this boot camp, Dr. Lynn will cover budgeting, home ownership planning, executive business coaching, retirement planning, making more money in your business, changing your money mind, and more. So go to lynnrichardson.com and get started.